Shadow Work and Pensions Minister Vicky Foxcroft MP has urged the Department for Work and Pensions (DWP) to make an assessment of the potential merits of awarding the full carers allowance to unpaid carers that are in receipt of the state pension. In a written response on Monday, Ms Davis MP, DWP Minister for Disabled People, Health, and Work, explained that although there is no upper age limit to claiming carers allowance, it cannot normally be paid with the state pension. She continued, "It has been a long-held feature of the UK's benefit system, under successive governments, that where someone is entitled to two benefits for the same contingency, then while there may be entitlement to both benefits, only one will be paid to avoid duplication for the same need." Ms Davis added, although entitlement to state pension and carers allowance arise in different circumstances, they are nevertheless designed for the same contingency, as an income replacement. The DWP minister explained that carers allowance replaces income where the carer has given up the opportunity of full-time employment in order to care for a severely disabled person, while state pension replaces income in retirement. She continued, "For this reason, Social Security rules operate to prevent them being paid together, to avoid duplicate provision for the same need. This is often referred to as an overlapping benefit." Ms Davis added, "If a carer's state pension is less than carer's allowance, state pension is paid and topped up with carer's allowance to the basic weekly rate of carer's allowance, which is currently £81.90. Where carer's allowance cannot be paid, the person will keep underlying entitlement to the benefit. This gives access to the additional amount for carers in pension credit of £45.60 a week and potentially other means-tested support. Around 100,000 people are receiving the carer premium with their pension credit. It's also worth noting that even if a state pensioner's income is above the limit for pension credit, they may still be able to receive housing benefit. Calls to reform carers allowance. More than 12,800 people have signed an online petition calling for reforms to carers allowance. Petition creator, Austin Powell Allen, proposes that the benefit should be paid at a rate to match 35 hours at 50% of the national living wage rate. This suggested increase would see nearly 1 million people claiming carers allowance, including 83,903 living in Scotland, receive £182.36 each week, some £729.44 every 4-week pay period. The 2024-25 weekly rate of pay is now £81.90. The earnings threshold has also risen from £139 per week to £151. The petition argues that unpaid carers are expected to provide at least 35 hours a week care, so the allowance is equivalent to £2.10 an hour. Mr. Powell Allen states in the increase carers allowance to equal 35 hours at 50% of the living wage petition, currently you're expected to provide at least 35 hours a week care, so the allowance is equivalent to £2.10 an hour. We believe this is taking advantage of hard-working unpaid carers, who sacrifice their own life and work prospects. Many carers are exhausted, and if we want to work, there are strict limits on earnings. We believe carers are taken advantage of and under-supported. The petition has been posted on the Petitions Parliament website and is now due a written response from the UK government. At 100,000 it would be considered by the Petitions Committee for debate in Parliament. You can read it in full here. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. New: get our money news alerts on your phone by joining our daily Record Money WhatsApp community.